Welcome to Mez and a glass of wine. Actually, it was going to be a bottle of wine, but this is going to be a short stream because I got to go out later. So, and as a result, I do not condone drinking and driving, says the guy drinking a glass of wine while sim racing. Anywho, I digress. Give me a second. My cat is going bonkers, but part of that has to do with the fact of, um, well, he's, oh, wait a minute. Why are you not? Okay, there's that. There's that. Hang on. There we go. Make sure that's down. Okay. Happy days. All right. So, as we're getting a little bit of automotive history in the stream, I'm going to feed my cat. Which isn't code for anything. I legitimately am feeding a cat. Okay, there you go. The Maine Coon's cat world is all normal and well and sunshine and unicorns and puppy dog tails and all that good stuff. Anywho, alrighty, so let's come back over here. Alright, so let's see what's what. Okay, so this morning stream of Mez and a pot of Earl Grey, Adawan and Kadal convinced me to get my goat smelling butt back into the BMW M6 and give it a shot because, yeah. The funny part about it is last time I was in this car on this track, it was a little bit more complicated because you had two different tire compounds, so on and so forth. But I couldn't drive this car around the track at all in any way, shape, form, or fashion. And now I'm like within the top 12,000 in the world. I was in the top 10,000 this morning, but I mean, it is Tuesday, still at the beginning of the week. A lot of people are still at the point of putting their own qualifying times in. Because typically everybody goes through and does sandbagging the first couple of days. I've been guilty of it more times than I care to count. And then Island went through and said that, hey, we need to... He got tired of starting at the back of the pack because, I mean, a lot of the shenanigans happens at the back. When you're up towards the front, typically those people actually race, and for the most part, they race clean. So let's see what everybody is driving. Vet is in the RCF. Oh, he's driving the Lexus version of the Supra. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, Toyota owns Scion, Toyota, Lexus, a couple of other cars. Subaru, they own Subaru. So I'm in the M6. Adawan is in the Supra. Veteran's overpriced Supra is faster than Adawan Supra. I'm in the M6, which I got to improve that qualifying time because, as you can tell by the top of my screen, the color scheme has changed. And Kadal is in his Porsche. Yeah. I've got a fat period. I ran a couple of races today. Started sixth in my first race and ended sixth from battling back. Second race, started sixth, finished fifth. Funny part about it is in both races, at one point I was in third and just lost it. So, yeah, sad pandas. Okay, let's go to the friends. Now, Island is not racing all that much this week because of this track. And it's not so much the track. He loves the track. He hates the 5-second penalty. So for those of you who have not raced yet on Watkins Glen, you hit the wall, it's a 5-second penalty. No ifs, no ands, no buts about it. Adelon got his S rating back. Happy days. I've got an S rating. Happy days. Alright, so let's take a look-see. Can I beat Veteran and Adawan and their supers? Let's take a look-see. Now, whereas this thing does drive better than what it did, it still will get awfully light in the rear end. That's what she said. Never. Anyway, let's see. Go, 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 go. That was ugly. Hesitated too long before getting on the brakes or on the accelerator on that one. Don't hit the wall. Okay, that was some foolishness. Well, the one nice part about it is I got faster on the cold lap. Unfortunately, I got a little overzealous and shot myself in the foot in other places. No, don't hit the barrier. Okay, let's try that again, shall we? Ah, that's a penalty. Oh, I had it. Oh my God, I had it. I had a 147 and change. Oh, dear Lord. Ah. Yeah, this thing does handle considerably better than what it did. Considerably better than what it did. Alrighty. Let's see what was possible. According to my 147,967, which would have beat the Supras. That last sector that I screwed up, and God, did I screw that up? Oh dear God, 7/10, almost Sad pandas. Very sad pandas. I don't know. And I gotta be honest, yeah, the M6 may actually be something that I can wrap my head around. Downside to it is I still gotta figure out something with that blasted M4. I mean, would I be opposed to being a BMW driver again? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Mainly because of the Z4, and I would have stayed a BMW driver had it not been for the M4. Because when the manufacturer series kicks off in full swing again, yeah, I re-signed with Ford. Um, but when the actual manufacturer series kicks off again, they're not just taking your best time. So it's not like I can smash all of the Group 3 races and call it good. They're still going to count some of those Group 4 races. So I've got to get to the point to where I can get competitive in the M4. Yep. So yeah, Message Racing has gone back to the blue and white color scheme. Um, Mainly because, yeah, I flip flop back and forth, and at some point I'll put purple back on there, and at some point, yeah, it's just, yeah, stuff and things. Okay, so disclaimer, the reason why I said parental discretion advised is because I'm not quite sure who is going to jump into this party or if they're able to share the audio or not. Because I've been the type of, if I'm streaming and somebody's in the party and they want to share their audio, then I let them share the audio, mainly because a lot of streamers, and I get why they do it, okay, because if you've gone back to some of my previous streams, then you've heard like Kadal or my eldest or Island or whoever is sharing the stream with me kind of drop some F-bombs and some GDs and all of that. Now, am I a saint? Absolutely not. But I'm not going to look at them and say, you can't be a part of this aspect of my life because of your language. Now, have I requested that they clean their language up? One of them, yes. The other one, no. But the one that I requested to modify their language a little bit, I raised them better than that. So that's why. Oh, goodness. Goodness. Yeah, the M6 is a good car. It really is. Okay, so just out of curiosity, because, well, I have improved, and I know that I can improve more. So, I mean, I'm leaving a half second out there somewhere. Well, I know where. I'm missing my brake markers, and I'm going into some corners too hot. And Super GT and Tidge talk about it a lot. It's not just being fast, but being consistently fast. And that's what I've been working on, is trying to consistently place within, and everybody's got their own measuring stick. I still consider myself a rookie at this. Not with this game, because the game had only been out, or not with the game, Sim, had only been out for a couple of months when I got it. So as it pertains to GT7, I'm kind of on par with everybody else's experiences because I race when I can race, so on and so forth. But as it pertains to sim racing competitively as a whole, I'm still kind of a newbie rookie at it. I've got a year. I've been sim racing for a year. Started with Forza but I only did a couple of races competitively with Forza, and then GT Sport, um, which predates this channel in its entirety. And then I really started kind of dialing it up when um, I got GT7. So on the whole, I still consider myself a rookie, Pro V, whatever you want to call it. So for me personally, consistency is 3/4 of a second. If I can get all of my laps within 3/4 of a second, then yeah, I'm being consistent. Someone like Super GT, who has been sim racing for so long that his measure of consistency is down to the hundreds, not tenths, but hundreds, maybe even thousands, is his measuring stick. Or Tidge would be another one. TCR Tidge, he would be another one. They measure their consistency in thousands, if not hundreds, if not thousands. For me, 7 to 8 tenths. If I can get my laps 7 to 8 tenths, then yeah, that would be good. Sorry, I gotta send this text out real quick. So yeah, good times. Okay, before I do that, I just want to check something. Because yeah, I've got 3 races and then probably 3 weeks after the exhibition series ends before the actual manufacturer season starts. Oh, select from garage, change car. Where is it? There it is. Thought about the rain tires for that as well. Okay, so let's go into qualifying time. And I don't know if any of my friends have even put times in on this. Island did. Okay, so on the ranking board, he's in the F type. He signed with Jaguar. Atenza seems to be V8 Vantage. He's seen Aston Martin was another manufacturer that I was thinking about signing with. I just drive the Forge really, really well. I was going to come to grips with the, not the top 100. I was going to try to come to grips with the 2018 Ford GT race car this week, which was, I had full intentions of doing. I wasn't on yesterday at all. I was like early in the morning, but that was it. The Viper. Viper is also another good Group 4 car. I can do really good in the Group 4 Viper. I can't do anything in the Group 3 Viper. Lots of Batenzas, lots of WRXs. Got a Merc. Another Aston. I'm just going through the top 500 to see if maybe there is a BMW in the top 500. Another Aston. There is no BMW in the top 500. Which is fine, because I mean, it's not like I've ever needed to be in the Metacar to begin with. Ooh, totally missed that one. Get on the apex, get on the apex. Please, for the love of Pete and all things deep, fat, fried, and butter, get on the apex. Okay, so. It's still a little slippery. Hey, so Island at this point in time is 4 seconds faster than I am in this jet. Okay, that actually does the break. Keep missing that little apex. Come here. I don't think you're supposed to cut that much. Yeah, this is less than stellar. Yeah, it's just a matter of getting accustomed to the individual car and their brake pads. Yeah, this may be one of those that I need to go back and watch Tidge's track guide for this. Why didn't you have me serve the penalty there? That doesn't make any sense. I need to figure out the circumference of that in a group for a car. Oh, sure, I could smack the hell out of these barriers without a 5-second penalty. Can't smack the shit out of the other ones, but you can smack shit out of that. 137.2, and I believe the island was at a 134.8. Yeah, 134.8. So I need to find 3 seconds in a very slippery car. Now, the seriously funny part about it is, it doesn't matter what tires you have on the BMW M4. It's just a slippery car. It is. It's a slippery little bugger. Okay, something to work on. Which actually begs the question. I get the fact that he doesn't want to run Watkins Glen, but why isn't he running this one? I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to be stepping away for a bit here in a little bit. I need to go meet with somebody, and then I will be back. And yeah. But then again, now that I think about it, one of the ways that I got to grips with the Le Mans spec Ford GT race car was the fact of I ran it on a money track. And I mean, I ran the daylights out of it on the money track. And I do have a car that I wish to buy out of Legends that is actually going to require me to spend some time on a money track, because it would take me 2 weeks to raise $2 million or $6 million, which is what I need from my current credit count. I need to add $6 million to that. Let's see what this looked like. It looked like ass. That's what it looked like. That is my BMW M4. I retired my other BMW M4 that was named Baby Girl, and no, I did not retire it because I put somebody else's name on it. I retired it because it was the most mileage I had on a Group 4 car, and yeah, I had a ton of miles on that car. So my original M4 has been retired. My original Ford GT Le Mans Spec 2 race car has been retired. My original Group 4 Mustang has been retired. I think that's it. Everything else that I bought originally is still being ran because it's still low enough on the miles that I can do that. Because, I mean, thanks to Cadal, I've gotten to the point now to where, excuse me, I've gotten to the point now to where if I need a car, I just go run a money track or money tracks until I get the money that I need to buy the cars. And I can do one race at Sardinia or one race at Le Mans and have the money to buy any Group 3 or Group 4 car that I want, with standard Group 3 and Group 4 pricing. I need to add that caveat there because my Ford GT Le Mans Spec 2 race car is a 1.6 million race car. The test car is a 1.4 million race car. Hell, even the 2018 Ford GT is 1 million credits. But standard priced Mustang at 450,000 credits. Group 4 Mustang is 350,000 credits. Because I don't think there's any quote-unquote overpriced Group 4 cars. Because I think even the Bugatti Veyron Group 4 race car is 350,000. mean, it is a good-looking race car. It really, truly is. I've always loved the looks of the BMWs, even as a kid. Um, it's just love their hearts. I can't do a thing with the Group 4 car. Yeah, I am definitely going to have to watch Tidge's lap guide. And I got to do some editing. Not editing to the stream, but I got to do some editing to that car. Okay, let's go to the shop. Okay, let's go to the Libre editor so that we can edit. Okay. So first things first, come over here to decals, go down to windshield banner because I've started doing this with all of my cars that I race. Oh, nope. Why are you flashing? Actually, I wonder. Let's go back into decals. Let's go back to hood. Can I change the color? No, I cannot change the color. on the Aina coffee. So that's got to stay black, but the Blackman Heritage, whereas I couldn't get an actual BMW color because that, okay, so the blue and white that are on those, on that car is the actual BMW blue and white. Those are actually factory um, colors. hmm The more you know. Alrighty. Oh, oh. We got to do something about those wheels. Yeah, why not? Not a bad looking car. Now, what would be awesome is if Polyphony could come up with an actual tea distributor. The Aina coffee that you see is an actual brand. They are in Japan. I know. Imagine your surprise. Um, but that's actually a company. The Blackman Heritage is on there because, well, for family reasons. Alrighty. It's one of those, if you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't need to know. So, yeah. Let's see here. Go through. Grab that. Like that. Sorry for the pause in the action. I am grabbing. Okay, so I vape. I don't smoke. But I needed to change the coil on my vape, and it's actually been a while since I've rinsed the inside of my pod out. So I decided that I was going to clean the inside of my pod out. Now I've got to dry it and put another coil in it and fill it with juice and let it steep for a little bit. Because, yeah. Then hold it up to the light, make sure I don't see any moisture anywhere. Happy days. Oh, Lordy. So there's that. Oh, dear Lord, I've only got 2 coils left. So yeah, Kadal was going to be here, but Kadal was up all night with his daughter. So as a result, he has gone to blissful slumber. I have no idea where Island and my eldest is at because I'm actually in their party. And I was kind of anticipating them joining me. But then again, I believe Island is at work. And my eldest is probably at work as well. So, and because I'm a Leo, I have the gift of gab, so I can actually run this show all by my lonesome. Stuff and things. Okay, so while my coil is steeping, take one more sip of my wine. And the wine tonight is from Oak Leaf Vineyards. It is a Moscato. It's a white wine. It's not bad. It's not great. It's not bad. It's not the worst wine I've tasted. Yes, since Girly Girl and I have broke up, I've actually I've kind of gone back to doing some of the things I used to do. Now, with that being said, was it a relationship where I wasn't allowed to be me? No, I was absolutely positively allowed to be me. Just sometimes, you know how you go through and you're like, yeah, I want to do this, but I probably, yeah. So this is the car that I need to finish off my BMW collection. I need to come up with 11.4 million credits. I currently have 5.6. So I can go through and money grind the hell out of it to get it, which I'm probably going to do. Actually, there's no probably to it. I'm going to do because I've got like all the Chevys, I've got all the Dodges. I'm missing the 32 T-Bucket Roadster on Fords, and I'm missing that car for BMWs, and then they will be done. Certain manufacturers I want to, like Chevy and Dodge, I wanted to get all of those just because they were American cars. Ford, I'm a Ford guy. BMW, I'm a BMW guy. Aston Martin, same. Jaguar, same. There are certain manufacturers that, yeah, I want to close the entire collection out. And then there are others that I could give two shits about. Ferrari, don't care. Toyota, don't care. Bugatti, don't care. Because, yeah, I just don't. The Vanquish. Alrighty, so... Bum bum bada bum bum bada bum bum bada bum 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 boom boom boom. That is so not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Alright. Need to find 3 seconds. Actually, I think it's 3.032. I don't know. Let this thing load up and we'll find out. 3.036 seconds. That's what I gotta find. Which, this is one of those times that I'm not even trying to beat Island. I just want to match him. Can I match him in the BMW? That's a penalty. Yeah, I'm kind of wishing we were on medium tires. Okay, took that corner fine. Oh, sure. Last session, you made me do the lap without serving the penalty. This one, you're gonna make me serve the penalty? Snobs? Ow, that was ugly. Oh, help me. Okay, let's try that again. Seriously? Okay, so that was all 9 kinds of ugly. Yeah, I know, I totally missed that entire, yeah, that was the bad bad. That should be a penalty because I cut way too much of that corner. That's what I thought. Okay, progress. A little bit of progress. Yeah, it's kind of hard to gauge where that is gonna. But I spent so much time out of the M4, it's kind of like I used to know. And there comes a point where you just learn a car. Oh yeah, that hurt. You learn a car, so you know where you can push it and where you can't. I know this is probably boring as all get out, and I get that, I do. It's one of those. And if I can nail down the M6, then if I can nail down the M6 and the M4 together, yeah, that would, yeah. Okay, don't drift the car. Okay. So 135.4. And I think that 135.4 was my best lap, like everything put together. I don't think I could do any better. 135.3 is what it's saying. And Island is at 134.8. So I need to find 0.6 of a second. Just over a half a second. Which doesn't sound like much, but again, I would jump in another Group 4 car to kind of demonstrate. Because Island and I both, okay, so I'm rediscovering the BMWs this week. Island went through and signed with Jaguar. Did he sign with Jaguar? I think he signed with Jaguar. Hang on, let's find out. My page, friends, Island, user page. Yeah, he signed with Jag. So I know he's got a Corvette on there. He drives Chevys very, very well. Like very, very, very well. Like I can't, there's been, in all the time that we've known each other, there has been one track that I drove his Corvette better than he did. And I only drove it better than he did for about 18 hours because he had jumped into a Porsche and I made fun of him. So I jumped in his vet and was like, you shouldn't have given up on the Corvette so much easier. And then he beat the time that I established in my vet by a second. An entire second. I'm like, damn, Gina. So, yeah. Let's see here. Everybody on my friends list is a quality racer. Even the ones that aren't even racing anymore because they were solid racers when they were racing. Okay. My eldest, Nick, he's afraid of losing his seat. Okay. And I get that. I do. Okay. I just got back to B. Fortunately, it's been a minute since I was a D. But, I mean, that's part of the process. You have to go up, you have to go down. It's an up and down little battle. And I went through, I was a C-rated driver almost to B, and for whatever reason, matchmaking put me in with S and A+ rated drivers. And the next closest guy to me was a second and a half faster than I was. I was like, what in the hell are you doing? So, but yeah, if I can come to grips with the M4, I will sign with BMW again. I mean, it doesn't make quite as a pretty sound as the Z4 does, because, I'm sorry, the Z4 is the best sounding BMW on the market. Short, sweet, to the point. It is. It is a fabulous, fabulous, fabulous sounding race car. Oh, Lordy. Hang on while I'm thinking about it. So I went through and I did a picnic. And it just dawned on me that I kind of did the typical male thing of walk through the door and just, yeah, start doing guy stuff. So I'm going to run some dishwater real quick and let some pots and pans, well, not pots and pans, but plates and, well, no, I have a pot, because the skillet that I cook the chicken in, I'm actually going to cook my eggs in the morning, mainly because it's got bell peppers and garlic and all of that, and that goes really, really good with eggs. It really does. So, that going. So if it momentarily sounds like you're in a restaurant, you're not. You're in Disney kitchen. More dish soap in my little dish soap dispenser. But and this is what I was meaning. Let me turn on all of the data while it's doing this. But I mean, this is what I'm talking about as it pertains to consistency, because there was absolutely positively no consistency on this. Okay. But I honestly feel at this moment I could probably get a better time in the McLaren. But again, because of giving serious consideration to jumping back into a BMW for manufacturer. And yeah, I get the fact that it's kind of silly. I'm sitting here kind of worrying, stressing, whatever you want to call it, over a sim manufacturer. But it's one of those that if you're going to do something, if you're going to commit to something, then commit. Give it everything that you can within the allotted time frame. Case in point, obviously, I am not devoting 8 hours a day to the sim racing. Absolutely, positively not. That no. Oh, hells no. That would have been cool if I actually could have held that drift. That would have been really cool. But I mean, like, Nick's in his Vantage or island in that F-Type. I mean, if I could get those cars, if I could get this car to behave like that car, then yeah, it would be awesome. Going sliced mango to put in the tea that I will make before I go to bed. I know this sounds really weird. I'm making tea before I go to bed. Okay, so what I do is I will slice up some ginger and I will boil that for 15 minutes and then put in lemon, honey, and green tea bags. And then I will let that sit in a pot overnight. And then just let it steep and infuse. And so what I'm doing this time is I'm just going to go through, I don't know, I'll probably put ginger in. But I'll use a mango ginger. So boil the ginger for 15 minutes, turn it off. Put the mango in, probably put half the amount of honey that I normally put into a full pot of green tea, and then take it from there. Let it steep overnight, pull the bags out, put it in the refrigerator, and let it get chilled, then put it into a pitcher, and then voila. Because I don't have a pitcher that is as big as the pot as I'm making tea. So that, and the funny part about it is the only plastic thing I own in my kitchen is that tea pitcher. Everything else is glass or metal. Mainly because, well, that's how we used to do stuff. Things were either in glass or on metal. But when I get back, I may actually just go ahead and enter one of these races. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm still going to watch Tidge's track guide for this track. But when I get back, I will go through and actually enter one of these races and see if it's a slam bang fest like I think it's going to be. I think this is going to be one of those races where it's a realm fest to see how many people you can send into the realms. Was this my 135 lap? No. You see, sometimes what I will do is I will watch the replay because you've got so much stuff going on that you don't have time to look up at your time checks. Especially whenever you're trying to get to grips with a new car. Part of the reason why I like to turn the data on when I'm watching the replay is because then I can see what time check am I aiming for a given time. So if I hit 102 at the final time check, I'm looking at a 136 lap time. This also tells me that, okay, for you to be on par with this, you need to be at this time. That's a 1017. So for me to take 6/10 off, I need that to be a 101 dead. Or less than a minute and a second. Which I could probably get if I'd learned how to take that chicane better. Alrighty. So yeah, that final time check I need to be at in less than a minute one. Although I'm probably easily losing 6/10 on that final sector because of that chicane and that hairpin. If I clean those up, I could probably still hit that time. I probably could. But in all the times that I was racing for BMW, I only ended up on the podium 3 times, 2 third places and a second place. I've actually never won a race in an M4. Never, ever. Downside to it is the M4, all of its power is on the lower end. It doesn't have much of a top end at all. And that was always my complaint with BMW in Group 4, was the fact that there was no top end. And Jag's a good car. It really and truly is. And the reason why I signed with BMW the first time was because, well, it was BMW and they gave me options on different cars that I could use. BMW has got 3, although they classify it as 4 different options for Group 3 race cars. Everybody's only got 1 Group 4 option. The reason why I signed with Ford was because Ford gave me the same luxury of I had 4 different cars that I could use. Ooh, too wide. And a 1 second penalty. Yes, I preload the throttle a lot, I know. Okay, so now that we got all the foolishness out of the way, let's see if we can come up with 6/10 somewhere. Oh, well. Sorry, got distracted. La-da-da-da. All right. Okay. Okay, that was smoother. Too bad it wasn't like a counting final straight for a lap, but yeah. That's not the penalty. And it's not like they're bullshit penalties. I mean, I know that I'm violating track limits. Not meaning to, but I know I am. That was atrocious. Okay, do not drift around that corner. Oh, it was horrible. It was the bad bad. Howdy, lordy, 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 lordy. I'm up a 40, odie, odie. 135.5. That was the best I'd be able to squeeze out. I've already got a 135. So, alright. Something to come back and reevaluate. One of those, sometimes you got to go through and take a break from. It's very easy to get tunnel vision and you end up screwing yourself because you're so focused, and then you end up making mistakes, which causes frustration, which leads to more mistakes, which leads to more frustration, which leads to more mistakes. And no, that doesn't include everything in life. Case in point, not all women are frustrating. Okay, I'm just saying. On the flip side of that, for women who find this stream, all men aren't frustrating either. Stuff and things. Okay, so just out of curiosity, I can't remember if I did this yet or not. Okay, so whenever you rent that is still not what I wanted. When you rent a car, they start with the lowest performance points. Okay, so like case in point, the dominant car on Nürburgring right now is the Mazda Atenza. Coincidentally enough, it is the lowest rank Group 4 car there is. So just because something has a PP point doesn't mean that it's trash. Now, my M4, actually it's not my M4, that's my Mustang. The M4 is 3 cars up, 2 cars up, but if you notice, it's, even though it's on the top, it's the bottom row, okay? And then my Mustang, and then you've got Islands F-Type, you've got, damn, where's Cadell's? Oh, shit. There's Cadell's Porsche. That is Adawan's Renault, because I think he signed with Renault. And Dodge Viper's always been there. Now, the funny part about it is the Dodge Viper and the Chevy Corvette have actually swapped spots. The Group 4 Corvette is more powerful than the Dodge Viper, just because it has a higher performance point. Yeah, I know, it's so adorable. The second most powerful car, Group 4, is a Suzuki Swift. Not. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Renault's got 2 Group 4 cars? Huh. Who knew? That's actually a good thing. Subaru. Okay. I know, I sounded like I was shocked and amazed, but I honestly didn't think anybody had 2 Group 4 cars. Renault has 2 Group 4 cars. That's kind of badass. It is. Awesome sauce. Okay, anywho. So, it says the Atenza is the lowest performance car. No, I'm not running this car. I'm just Waiting for it to get me to the qualifying time trial so that I can go through and load up. Oh, dear Lord. Alright, so we'll come over here to the ranking board. It's Attenzas. Attenzas and WRXs. There is an F type there. Anywho, I digress. But the top car is an Attenza, which is the lowest performance pointed car in the sim. So don't get so wrapped up into performance points because they can lead you astray. Oh, so badly. Alright. So yeah, when I come back, I will start this. I'm about to end this stream. So I will be back. Theoretically speaking, I will be back before midnight Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, stuff and things. I'll reload up, and except this time it'll be mez and a bottle of wine and not just a glass of wine. Although I gotta be honest, it's not a bad Moscato. It's not. Wouldn't be my first choice, but I wouldn't turn my nose up at it either. Alrighty. So anyway, you guys have fun. Like I said, when I come back, I will enter the Group 4 race just to see what the racing is like. If it's a rock'em sock'em knock'em kind of thing, then I'll just go back to the Group 3 races, and either that or what I'll do is run this car on Le Mans money track and start making my way up to that 11 million so that I can buy the last BMW I need for that collection. Anywho, I'm babbling like I always do. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? Okay, wrong one. So, you guys have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. For those of you who find this later, thanks for hanging out this long. Let's see. I love you.